Greetings, I'm Duchess DJ Love, founder of Gallivantinglikearoyal.com. It's a blog on wanderlust and wealth wisdom. Wanderlust, which begins with travel inspiration, travel destinations, tips from my trips, which I travel frequently. I fly to friendly skies regularly. So I'm a royal flyer. Let's put it that way. So I have lots of travel tips. But why should you follow me? Why should you listen to me? Why should you, hear what I have to say? Well, think about it. Do you want more money in your pockets? Do you want to travel more and see the world? Do you know what passive income is? Are you financially literate? Is your money working for you instead of you working to pay the bills? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then hang around with me for a while. I have gone from poverty to royalty. And no, it did not happen overnight. But you know what? It can happen. I'm proof. In the background, you see my books that I have published. They're on Amazon and on my website. So I share my tips and what I've learned with you. So the reason you should follow me, and especially in this episode, I'm going to talk about my traveling tips, how to save money traveling, gallivanting like a royal on a budget, because I don't believe spending a whole lot of money when I travel. I believe in getting the best deals possible, and there are certain apps and certain things that I use to do that. Also, in this episode, we're going to be talking about the money mindset, how to have money, how your mindset actually plays a very big role in you having money. So we're going to be discussing those things. But did you know there's a correlation between travel and wealth? That's what the next 20 minutes is going to be about. The correlation between travel and wealth. First of all, travel benefits your health, your well-being, which is important to all of us. But, our health is our wealth. We got to take care of us. So some of the benefits of traveling that help your wealth, which will increase your wealth, you got to look for ways. You might think the answer is what you've been searching for. Because look at it like this. Traveling can reduce your stress levels. Yes, stress happens to us and we need to find ways to reduce that stress. We don't want to have a heart attack. We don't want to gain weight because of stress. So traveling improves your mental well-being. It actually puts a smile on my face when I'm getting excited about going somewhere. Because when I explore new places, I take a break from my daily routine, my daily life, the daily hassles, the nuances that come about. So traveling is my escape route. And the scenery, gives me a mental reset. Again, it enhances my overall happiness. Secondly, traveling can boost your physical fitness. That's it. We got to be in shape, because the better shape we're in, the better we can do things. We have endurance. We're not lacking in energy. So that traveling keeps you fit, which is important. And whether you're, hiking through mountains or strolling a sandy beach, or, you're just walking down a new street, taking in the scents, the sights, the people, the culture, that is helping your body heal, and it grows, it gets stronger, your cells rejuvenate. So by incorporating this movement into your body with travel, you improve your cardiovascular health. You strengthen your muscles. Okay? And when you travel too, normally you'll try different foods, and you might find that you like something better, a different flavor, or you might try a healthier diet, different choice. And so trying different local cuisines can, give a variety to your health. So these are just some of the benefits that travel does for your health. So if you're improving your health, that means you're improving your mental well-being. It also means you're getting fit. You're having the developing skills, whether you know it or not, by traveling, which is improving your health. But the skills are incorporating into your world, you get more creative. You get problem-solving skills. You think outside the box because you're in unfamiliar situations. And it allows you to disconnect from technology. Yeah, technology is big. It's how we do things now. Like money is the currency of the world. Technology is how we do it. So we get to go outside, reconnect with nature, experience life outside of the bubble. You get some natural light, some vitamin D on the skin. So traveling benefits your health, which is a big plus to benefiting your wealth. Because if you're not healthy, guess what? You're not going to have much money. If you don't have much money, you're not going to grow your wealth. But I like to say wanderlust to wealth. Travel inspiration to make my dollar signs grow. But how have you thought about this though? Think about it. Think about this. How traveling can actually boost your net worth. I'm proof of that because these are my two passions, traveling and making money. I love making money and I love to travel. Okay, so think of it. What can I buy that actually makes me richer? It's travel. I can buy travel and it makes me richer in life in so many ways. I know that probably sounds odd and you're like, oh, Duchess, and I don't think so. It's true. Because the lure of travel transcends mere sightseeing into a transformative experience that enriches your soul, broadens your horizon. And if you're not just traveling, it's, think about it. It's not about collecting passport stamps and, Instagram selfies. It's a powerful tool to enhance your net worth. So let's buckle up as we explore the unexpected ways that globetrotting can actually impact your financial situation and improve your financial health. Remember, we just talked about traveling helps your health. Traveling can also impact your financial health, which is the wealth part. I know health and wealth, it kind of rhymes there, right? Just stay with me. Because you want to invest in experiences in life. Okay, so you got cultural capital. You have money capital. You have cultural capital. Traveling isn't just about ticking off destinations, which I like to do. I want to know that I've been all 50 states. I've been to 20 countries now and counting. So I kind of like to tick off. But it's not just about that. It's about immersing yourself in different cultures. It's about seeing a different way of life. When I travel, I'm going to give you my quote. Traveling opens doors that you didn't know needed opening. That's my quote. Listen to this. Traveling opens doors that you didn't know needed opening. Duchess DJ Love here. That's my quote. Okay, so what I'm getting at is when I travel, a new experience gives me a perspective that otherwise I would never know. It also connects me with people that I otherwise would not connect with because I'm free from everyday routines where I can explore, I can be open, I can cast aside my worries for a little while. And I believe the universe sends you the right connections. At least it does for me. So be open to it. Again, traveling opens doors that you didn't know needed opening. You get that? Doors that you didn't know needed opening. So there's opportunities out there for you that you're not even aware of. So you got to travel, get out of your comfort zone, explore a little more for those opportunities to awaken in you and to come and be fruititious for you. Cultural capital. Now that's the knowledge, experiences, social connections that you gain from travel. This can be more valuable than stock portfolio because you never know that one contact that you meet, the person you sit beside in the airplane. It's a coincidence, but you're not going to be sitting beside that person, in a regular everyday life. But when you book a seat, you don't know who's sitting beside you, behind you, close to you, who the flight attendant might be. You never know who you're going to meet. The taxi driver. The taxi driver may just know the person you need to connect with. You may have a business idea, but you don't know who to get in contact with to see if you can do anything with it. So this is why the traveling opens those doors for you, because you don't know they need opening, but in conversation, in exploring, these things come to light. But the best part about, cultural capital and traveling is the networking. And, whether you're sipping an espresso in an Italian cafe or hiking the Inca Trail, you're connecting with people. These interactions can lead to business opportunities, collaborations, and the best of all, lifetime friendships. And again, it's not about who all you know, it is about who you know. It's connections. And you make these connections by traveling. And again, chance coincidence here. You cross paths with someone that's in the industry that you want to be in, or someone that has access to a business that you have tried to get access to and you can't. Okay, let's say that you're a single mom working from home. How is traveling going to help you? It's going to educate you. It's going to broaden the horizon for your children to help you leave a legacy. And traveling can show you how to manage your money. That's the biggest thing about traveling. Traveling, and I use it as my vehicle to teach wealth, is because travel is a fun concept, but it teaches you the basics of financial literacy, how to manage that money, how to have that money mindset. And this is my series on this podcast that I'm going to be sharing with you. We're going to be using travel as the inspiration, something to keep you piqued and want to learn more and listen to me talk. But the lessons you'll learn will build up your wealth. Who doesn't want more money? I want my money to work for me. That's called passive income. So when I'm flying those friendly skies, I want my bank account to be growing. I don't want for you to think, oh, I spent X amount of dollars for that flight, so now my bank account went down. My bank account's going to go up. So will yours. Now, let's get back to how traveling can, benefit your bottom line. There's creativity involved, innovation, and these are things that, you may not think about. You may think, oh, I do something where I don't need creativity, or innovation is not in my line of work. Well, you know what? That's how come I talk about side hustles. You need a side hustle. In now's modern technology age that we live in, society, you can work from home. You can work on a laptop. You can work on your cell phone. You can make passive income. Let's say that you're a photographer, okay? Teach people how to do photos on a YouTube channel. Blog about it. There's ways that you can make money using your hobbies. If you're a gardener, share tips about, oh, this flower, does better with this sunlight. Everybody says it does this, and then you say, for instance, like me, I live in Texas. How to grow a plant in Texas? Where's the best place to put it? How much shade it needs? There's different things that you can share that people are actually interested in. There's a problem out there, you can have a solution. So think of it like that. Especially if you're an auto mechanic, something goes wrong with your car. Think about how many people go to YouTube every day searching for how to do this. This red indicator light came on, or it's making this noise. Troubleshoot what's going on. You probably have an expertise in something that you can do the same thing. Like me, my GoPro died while I was in Cartagena, Colombia. It just died. It would not work. I could not bring it back to life. So I ordered a new GoPro. I got the creator edition of the GoPro 12. Well, when I got home, it just bugged me that my GoPro 10 died on me, and I didn't understand why. But you know what? I found out how to bring that thing back to life. So think about that. There's going to be other people out there that want to hear me say, hey, my GoPro 10 died too. How did you bring it back to life? What did you do? So I'm going to be sharing about that. This is just a way travel can benefit your bottom line. Again, my GoPro died while traveling, okay? But I can now give you a how-to guide, how to fix your GoPro. Who knows? GoPro may see it and say, hey, I want to sponsor your show because you're talking about GoPro. Again, that's money coming in. That's an ad. Okay? Or maybe they'll just say, hey, thank you for giving these tips. We'll give you a free subscription or something. Again, there's brand deals involved. See, you don't think about this stuff, what all can come your way, unless you're traveling and something happens to spark some innovation and creativity. And you need to be an entrepreneur. I honestly believe you need to have your 9-to-5 job. I think that's a requirement because you need a stable source of income. However, one source of income is not going to cut it in today's age. You need multiple streams of income. So you need some passive income. Okay, what about passive income do I need? Well, think about this. If you have a little bit of money that you're planning to go on a trip with, let's say you got a $5,000 trip planned for a family of 4. You're not going to typically write out one payment for that $5,000. Most people's credit cards are already maxed, so they have to do monthly payments. Okay, so if you have to schedule a monthly payment to plan for this trip, you can use that same thinking, same rationale, the same principle, Set aside X amount of dollars a month. And in my videos coming up, we'll walk through some of this. I'll say, okay, this week's topic is how to save $100. What can we do 1 week to save $100? Then another week we might talk about how can we reduce the debt on our credit cards. And then to break it up, since it's all about money, let's dream a little bit. Let's plan that dream vacation. Even though you can't afford to take it right now, let's go ahead and lay the groundwork for that vacation, because you are going to get the money. So you're going to follow me. We're going to have the excitement. We're going to have the tools. And you're going to say, yes, I can do it. Again, that's that money mindset. We got to have the right mindset. That goes with problem solving. You know, again, back to traveling. If you go into a foreign city, traveling creates in you adaptability, flexibility, resourcefulness. And these skills also translate to financial success, because you have to be adaptable with your money. You have to be resourceful when, you know, something comes out of, an expense comes out of the nowhere, and it's like, oh my God, I wasn't expecting that, I hadn't planned for. We're going to plan for those. Again, planning is a key tool in anything. You got to plan and you got to budget. So we're going to be discussing that on my podcast, Duchess DJ Love. And getting back to travel and wealth, you have to invest in yourself. That is important. You know, you need to pay yourself every now and again. You know, and they say what, you're not too, is what, never too old to teach a dog a new trick or something like that, or maybe you are. You're not. And I'm not quite sure why dementia and Alzheimer's are so popular in our generation right now, in our day and age. My mom suffers from dementia, so that memory loss is, you know, prominent. So if you invest in yourself and you're learning new skills, guess what? You're defeating dementia. You're defeating Alzheimer's, because that's learning something new keeps your brain cells working, keeps them alive, keeps new ones growing. And that is one of the things they say that will reduce or stop dementia in its tracks. So let's do that. I also have a book on navigating the world, traveling with the loved one with dementia, that I tell stories and tips on how I manage my mom, because she's a frequent flyer. She cruises regular with me. We take road trips. We journey 4 and 5 hours back and forth on a lot. So, you know, we do a lot of traveling. So if you need a travel person, I'm your girl. And if I don't have all the answers, I have friends. I have those connections, networking, as I talk about with how wealth and travel go together. I have those connections. Someone has the answer. Okay, so if you're learning a new language to go to your dream country, you know, in Spain, you want to go to Madrid, Barcelona. Well, you want to learn a little bit of Spanish. That is key in traveling. Learn some local phrases so that the host country knows that you appreciate being there. That way the natives are more likely to help you if you're at least trying to speak. They know you put some effort in learning the language. Well, learning that new language, you know, gives you cognitive abilities. Again, it opens doors in global markets, because you'll know someone in a foreign country that maybe can help you with a project. You never know what project's going to come up. You're like, oh, DJ, how long I'm going to be doing this teaching cooking skills? You never know. There may be a cooking show in Madrid that wants to talk to some American, and they may want you, so that collaboration comes into play. So think about the different ways that traveling can open up those doors for you to make money. And photography. When do you want to take pictures? When you're traveling. You want to snap that photo so everybody knows, oh, there's DJ at Mount Rushmore. Oh, there's DJ at the Eiffel Tower. Oh, there's DJ in London, you know, with those, what the London Bridge, the red double-decker buses. I mean, the iconic places. You want your photo snapped for that reason. So again, traveling will help you become a better photographer, a better, you know, striking poses, and potentially you can maybe monetize some of those photos you took while you're vacating. You can write a blog about your adventures. You know, if you have kids, or you took your mom who has a certain kind of a condition, and people may be thinking, well, I can't go. Write a blog. You know, there's a lot of free ways to do this. You don't have to spend a lot of money to get started. And I'm going to share with you the free ways that you can begin your side hustle, which, again, is important to make that multiple stream of income. Okay. And I like photography, taking pictures because it captures my memories and, it enhances my stories. It's a good way to talk to other people, connect with them. Oh, I've been to such and such. Well, you have too. Well, here's my photo and I really like this. Well, what did you think? See, these are ways that traveling connects folks. You have something to talk about other than the weather, and we skip politics. So travel is a great icebreaker in networking and finding ways to collaborate, and two, you can build a relationship with someone. You have something mutual to talk about because most people do like to travel, and if they don't, they know about travel. They hear on the news, the airlines this week is busy, or there's the jet that the door flew open. I mean, these are the things that travel's all about. It's not just about going and sightseeing. There's so much more to it. And the travel industry is a huge multi-billion-dollar industry where there's room for everyone to take a little piece of the pie. Hey, just saying, side hustle time. Okay, and your health and well-being improves when you travel. And again, we talked about this, about, traveling benefits your health, which is your wealth, because you got good health, you'll be wealthy in spirit. So the physical fitness part, your mental health, get outside, reduce some stress. It enhances your productivity. Again, the creativity just comes alive for you. And I'm not sure if you heard about this, but the wellness tourism is really booming right now. You've heard of yoga retreats, the spa getaways, the meditation workshops where you just go, I mean, there's a reason for this. People want to travel. They want to escape their everyday lives because they can get mundane and they can become stressful. That's just what it is. So we got to find ways to help us out. And you know what? All this stuff takes money. So that's how come I'm correlating with travel with wealth and how it increases your health. So to me, we got a triangle here. Travel, wealth, health, and we're doing okay. Now, when you have money, you got to invest in some assets. The first thing you need to do is you think about the real estate opportunities. You want a home. If you have a home, that's a legacy. That's a safety net for you, for your family, your children's children, is they know that there's a home in their family that's theirs. That gives you some sort of entitlement, some sort of pride. You got some stability because someone has a home. Okay, so you want your children to have their own home. You want to have multiple homes so you can rent out to help some other family get started. So property investment is a good way to diversify your income and to make income and to diversify your investments. But you're like, oh, DJ, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. I don't even own my own house. Again, we're going to discuss all of this because if you take a vacation, you can see someone else is renting that property to you. Someone else has invested in a property where you're getting to stay, whether it's an Airbnb, whether it's in a hotel, what it's a cabin, whatever it is. Someone had to invest money in that. And think about that. You're now paying to stay at that location. So what if the role were reversed? You had that location, someone's paying you to stay there. Again, traveling and the wealth interplay. And location independence. We have so much remote work that allows us to work from anywhere now. So that means you can manage your properties from anywhere. If you travel, you may see an opportunity to buy a property where here in the States maybe you couldn't afford to, but you may go somewhere else and you go, oh, I can actually see a way that I can buy that piece of property, rent it out, and still make some money. Or buy it, fix it up, and sell it, flip it. Again, traveling, you'll see ways and opportunities to make money. And of course, too, when you travel, you'll find collectibles, art. You may see an antique. You may see something that is of value to someone else back home. Or you may see something at a deal that you've been wanting. Or you may see something that you want to buy and resell. You may want to forge a relationship with the person that's doing that work and, brand collaborations here. Say, hey, when I get back to my hometown, let's talk and we can cross promote one another. Or you may help sell that person's products and get a commission, affiliate marketing. Again, traveling opens you up to so many opportunities. It's up to you to decide what to do with them. And you're thinking, well, I don't know where to start. Again, lucky for you, you got Duchess DJ here who's going to help you start a blog for $0. He's going to help you write a book about your hobby or your interest for $0. Here's Duchess DJ is going to help you start your YouTube channel for $0. Okay, and all of these have avenues to make lots of money. There's the opportunity is there. And those three things are just three of the ways you can make money. There's Instagram, Facebook ads. If you have a business, you can promote it. If you don't have a business, you can start one. Again, there's so many free tools out there today that's in competition with the other ones. That's to your advantage. Work it to your advantage. But the main thing is, I guess you got to shift your financial mindset. That's how I wrote the book, Money Mindset, Millionaire Mindset, Inspirational Quotes, and Tips for Wealth Builders. Because you got to start with your mind. First of all, you got to believe that you can have it. You got to believe you can achieve it. And you got to start some action. You got to have a plan. That plan and action. Plan, action. Plan, action. Okay, because you can do it. You got to think. Abundance mentality. There's enough money in this world to go around for all of us to be millionaires, okay? And live a luxurious life if that's what we want to do. And if maybe a millionaire is not something that you're striving for, let's just say you just want enough money to live comfortably so you don't have to worry about the bills. So if you write out a check, your bank account's got enough fluff in it that you don't have to worry about going into the red. Again, this is the abundance mentality. Most people have that scarcity mentality. But we got to focus on the abundance mentality because that's where it takes us to our mindset where we can make more money. And guess what? Travel exposes you to different economic realities. You get to witness poverty and appreciate what you have, or vice versa. You go get to see prosperity and it shifts you. Oh, I want that. I want that nice condo I stayed in. I would love to have this fancy car I got to rent and drive on the island. You see what I'm saying? Abundance mentality. But then again, risk, reward. You got to be risk tolerant. You got to calculate the risks that are daunting you, and so you can navigate in uncertainties. Okay, so let's say you got to have enough savings where if you put $500 into the stock market and you pick the wrong stock and it goes down to zero, you got to be okay with losing that. But at the same time, you got to think about it. I learned a lesson from this. There's a reason this happened. But then again, let's say that you're risk tolerant and now you can invest $1,000, and this time that $1,000 makes you $1,500. Not bad, right? There's also safe ways where you can invest your money, where you take little risk, but yet you're making some interest. And compounding interest over time will really add up. Think about your 401ks. Hopefully you have one. If you don't, you need to be putting money into your 401k, especially if your employer gives you a percentage, which most employers will give you like a matching. If you put in 1%, they'll give you 1%. You need to be doing that. Again, think of going on a trip. That 1% your employer is giving you, you save it for a little while. Hey, that'll pay for your trip. Okay. And what do most people do when they retire? They travel the world because they worked hard all their lives, and now finally they want to go experience the world, experience life. Well, I say let's do it now. Why wait till retirement? Let's explore now, make our money work for us, worry less, travel more. That's my thing. We can do it. So, you think about it. The retirees, they choose affordable, picturesque destinations for their golden years. But what if you could have that now? You may not live in that setting every day, but maybe that's where you and your family go for a month or a week for vacations until you do have enough money to decide, hey, I've had it, we're going to retire. This is where I'm going to spend my golden years. These are some of the reasons why traveling can get you some wealth. So I'm hoping that you're getting something out of this and you see my point that travel isn't an expense, it's an investment. As you explore the world, you're accumulating cultural capital. knowledge. You're expanding your skill set. You're growing your mindset. You're training that mind of yours to think in abundance versus scarcity. And you're nurturing a global mindset. You are seeing other areas of the world, whether they're better or worse. You see where you can help lend a hand. And when you have money, you want to be a good steward. You want to help those, you know, that are not as fortunate as you are. So again, traveling opens you up to so many possibilities. So pack your bags, embrace the unknown, and watch your net worth soar. Okay? And in summary, travel isn't just a line item in your budget. It's a strategic move to financial growth. From cultural capital to real estate opportunities, whether you make a connection, each journey contributes to your net worth. So let's wanderlust toward our wealth. Okay? And again, I have 5 books on Amazon that's available for sale. We got Traveltude, a 30-day trip tips gratitude devotional. What that's all about is each day it reads like a devotional. Like day 1, you have your initial travel tip. You get an inspirational quote. You get a color photo from my journeys, and you have reflection space. So once you've done your 30-day journey at your devotional, you can use that as a planning guide. You can turn it into a money guide, and you have reflection space to write down your tips. Let's just say you go on a trip. That can be your journal, but each day gives you a different travel tip. Each day gives you a different photo and an inspirational quote. Then we got money mindset, where I talked about a little bit before. We got to change our mindset towards abundance, and it gives you ways to do that, and passive income is a big part of that. We also got the art of wealth, making your money work for you. I'm a big fan of making my money work for me. That's how come I discuss that. Tagline, I don't say a whole lot about, but that's another way, if you're a travel person like me, you can make money. In other words, tagline's your blog. You know, you can write about, you can publish a book about your travels. You do ebooks, that kind of thing. Your knowledge is power, so you can make some money off of it. And if I move over just a little bit, you can see navigating the world, traveling with a loved one who has dementia. That is for my caregiver tips. Tips that I've used to help my mom keep her calm when we travel, because we are frequent travelers. Let me see what else. I got other books. I got several in the works, so I'm sharing my knowledge. Again, I went from poverty to royalty. I'm your success story. If I can do it, listen to my southern voice here, okay? I still say I'm broke and poor, but I'm not. So that shows you that if I can do it, so can you. And granted, it didn't happen overnight. It took years, okay? But I can see now, if you give me a decade, you can be a millionaire. We can take you from going from paycheck to paycheck to having money to helping others have money. But that's all I have for right now. Thank you for journeying with me here. Next segment is on my travel tips, and then the following segment is on the money mindset. So it's an hour-long episode with a lot packed into it.